Hello, everyone. I am Elena Pasoli, Director of the Bologna Children's Book Fair. I'm very happy and honored to have here with us today on virtual Bologna, Mr. Ahmed Ameri, Chairman of the Sharjah Book Authority and great friend of Bologna. Welcome. And many thanks to all the friends that are following us from their desk from so many countries. Thank you so much. For those of you who have never been to Sharjah, it's important to know that book culture and reading are truly at the heart of this emirate. Sharjah was World Book Capital in 2019, and I can't help but mention that it is the home of Kalimat, one of the most brilliant children's publishers, which has won numerous awards at the Bologna Children's Book Fair. As you probably know, Sharjah should have been the guest of honor country at the Bologna Children's Book Fair last year and then this year, but the cancellation of the two in-person editions have made us postpone the program to 2022. Let me tell you that this long wait is increasing curiosity and expectations indeed. I attended the Sharjah Children's Reading Festival a few weeks ago and enjoyed a truly magnificent edition of its illustrators exhibition. And I have noticed how the quality of the work improves greatly year after year. And this made me even more curious. So, Mr. Ameri, we have a lot to discover with you today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So this is, I see, we all see that there is a thirst for knowledge in Sharjah. This is evident in its futuristic libraries, its annuals, festivities dedicated to reading and literature, and several awards and competitions to enrich the literary landscape. Together, these are creating a perfect environment for people of all ages to begin their journey into the world of reading. Can you highlight Sharjah's efforts to promote reading, literature, and above all, a love of stories among young readers?
Actually, reading and literature is the DNA of Sharjah. Sharjah was the first library established in the United Arab Emirates, was established in Sharjah in 1925. From this library, it was the spark of reading and literature. And the main spark came from His Highness vision, Sheikh Dr. Sultan Muhammad Al-Qasimi, ruler of Sharjah, the Supreme Council, member of the Supreme Council. He believed in literature and the importance of literature and the importance of books and how books can improve the society and community. Therefore, there was establishment of the Sharjah Sharjah International Book Fair. And this book fair started to ignition the whole spark of reading, not only in the United Arab Emirates, but it started everywhere in the world, in the Arab world. It is now one of the top book fair around the world established, and a magnificent spark. Especially, was the only hybrid book fair to take place after the pandemic in the whole world, and it was the first trade show to take place in 2020 in the whole world, with 73 countries participating to that book fair, and there was over 2,000 rights selling happen in that book fair. And then there's also the Sharjah Reading Festival. That festival, it comes with a passion of illustration and children book. And this year we got around 80,000 visitors and were over 300 artists who participated from 50 countries from around the world. And many of the publishers who came from the Arab world or internationally or abroad. These all together activities, it gave the Sharjah a glimpse of what it do. Then there's also Knowledge Without Border, this a big initiative that His Highness started to spread over 40 books, library inside each house in Sharjah. It's designed to be like a coffee table and to spread 42,000 families with books in Sharjah over a budget of 150 million dirham, the budget of this project. And then there is also the UAE board book of young people. And then there's a lot of Sharjah libraries and more of activities that take place in Sharjah. All these are showing you how much in the mission of His Highness and the recognition of Sharjah been chosen to be the World Book Capital in 2019. It gave an edge to that DNA we have in Sharjah and believing in literature and believing in books. Also, we're having the Sharjah Publishing City. It is the first free zone area for publishers from around the world who are coming to establish their business and to spread the love of the written word to everywhere in the world.
My God, that's amazing, really. I know because I have seen, I've experienced myself how Sharjah is a real book capital. But listening to this huge list of initiatives that you have been able to get started with in the last decades, it's really amazing. But in the meantime, I have to say that besides this great activity, there is also a great increase in quality of literature and illustration in your country. Several Emirati and Arab authors have made great strides in modern contemporary Arabic literature. Many of these works, whether they are novels, short story collections, or children's books, are path-breaking and pioneering and have achieved both regional and international acclaim. Mr. Ameri, can you tell us who are the Emirati and Arab regions authors participating at the Bologna Children's Book Fair 2022?
We have a big list of authors that are going to be participating with us from United Arab Emirates and from the Arab world. We have over 10 authors that they will be coming with us to be presented, to present the Emirati literature, especially designed to the children or, to the fiction. We have Fatma al-Mazrou'i. She's one of the main author that will be coming with us. Also, we have Dubai Bulhol. She's an Emirati author that she's published by Kalimat. We have Dr. Reem Al-Girg. We have Noura Numan. She's one of the science fiction. We have Marwa Al-Agroubi, Dr. Abdulaziz Msallam, Abdullah Shahan. There's a lot of those authors. They will be coming with us with their books. And the amazing thing about their books are designed to spread the love of the written word among children. There is also about cultural heritage, fiction, and more having more beautiful illustration in their books to bring the message to the international aspect of the Emirati author. We are looking forward to sell their rights when we'll be coming even to Bologna Book Fair to sell their rights to international market. We would love to spread the Emirati author all around the world with their amazing work to people so they can enjoy this work.
I am always amazed when I see how well the Arab authors match with international illustrators or vice versa. I have seen very good experiences made on this side, and I can say that it is very intriguing. And also, for example, I refer to an experience that I've seen in Italy, the connection between Arabic authors and international publishing. We have some books that are published in Arabic and in Italian too, and they merge the two cultures, and they are working and doing very, very well in our public libraries. And this is, I think that it is a win-win collaboration, because it is true that Arabic children's authors have increased in quality and quantity also so much, but it's also a real matter of fact that also our authors and illustrators are gaining great increase and results in this merging with your culture. Arabic children's books have made huge leaps over the past years. And today, children's stories in the region are exploring new subjects, and there is tremendous improvement in the quality of writing and production. Illustrators, too, have developed a visual language of their own. It is poised for a very promising future. What can you tell us about the children's book publishing scene in the UAE and the wider Arab world?
When we come to the children books are one of the main aspects of the growth in the market. Children books are becoming very important for the parents and the family. And it is one of the biggest sector that's growing everywhere in the market because there is a very limited good quality of children books in Arabic. And therefore we can see by having like Kalimat group that founded by Badur Al-Qasimi, this publishing house had a big spark in the publishing industry with their books and amazing books. And especially it's one of the Emirati books, children books, publishing houses in the United Arab Emirates. And also by having a lot of awards that been established, especially in United Arab Emirates, like the Salat Award for Arabic Children Literature, that one of the main driving factor that have driven the quality of the children books. You know, those awards were spreading the value of having good illustration. It changed big time the whole aspect of books, not only in the United Arab Emirates, but in the whole Arab world. Those awards was, I can say it was the beginning of young readers to enjoy again the books, enjoy the illustration, and especially those awards, this main award. And it was one of the main, the most expensive award in the world by having, when it started, by having to promote the reading, promote Arabic books, to make it showcase them everywhere in the world. And the legacy of this award, we can see it today. We can see the value of the book been increased by the content, through the content of those books, through the illustration, the beautiful illustration. And we cannot forget about having the Sharjah Publishing City. The Sharjah Publishing City and Sharjah Reading Festival had a big factor also in growing the market of the specialized children books. When we come this year, we got around 197 publishers who came. They are specialized only in children books who participated in the Sharjah Reading Festival. And with this all together, we can see the importance of the industry that concern more about the children books, and not only concern about it. Now it's becoming it became as a benchmark through Kalimat, through this award, the Salat Award. It became as a benchmark for another companies to follow their step. And we can see it now in Egypt, in Lebanon, and everywhere in the world, in the Arab world, that there's a big growth in the children books. There's a lot of publishing houses now opened even in United Arab Emirates because of the success that had on the children, the important. And also the UAE government is supporting a big aim to support children books in literature, especially into the education part.
I thank you very much for mentioning the Etisalat Award, because it is indeed an award that has increased sharply in the last years. And I was very pleased to see that this award starts to be considered as an important player in the scouting field. I was more than happy this year to see that one of the books participating in the Strega Prize for Strega Prize Ragazzi e Ragazze, that is the children's section of the most important literary award in Italy, includes a book that has been awarded one of the Etisalat Awards. And it is published by a quite new and smart publishing house. And this tells a lot about how much the Etisalat Award is seen as a good scout. And I would like very much to host in Bologna an exhibition of the last year awarded books by this award. This is something we have to work on. Sharjah has established itself as a global cultural destination for intellectuals, writers, thinkers, and publishers. Its knowledge-based approach and strong cultural and intellectual legacy are helping connect the world with the literature and the heritage of the Arab world, creating new bridges for connectivity for current and future generations. As the guest of honor at Bologna Children's Book Fair, what are the chief cultural highlights that Sharjah will be showcasing here?
We build a full agenda when we're going to participate in Bologna Book Fair. This agenda contains of over 30 writers and illustrators and artists and storytellers. They're going to come from the United Arab Emirates to present the Emirati literature, the Emirati illustration, and to showcase what the Arab world have to present in Bologna Book Fair. One of the main things that we started is a workshop, illustration production workshop that started in February 2019. This workshop, we got over from the 20 Emirati artists, illustrators, through the collaboration with the amazing illustrators from all around the world. We had Saleh Al-Mur from Sudan, we have Francisca Veniga from Italy, we have Walid Tahir from Egypt, Andrea Paccara, Clara from Slovenia, Stella Mezza from Mexico, and Hani Saleh from Egypt. They were giving those workshops, an important aspect of the training that we need for our illustrators. And those illustrators today, they had an amazing work that you saw them in Sharjah when you came, Elena, in the reading festival a few weeks ago. And you can see how big improvement we saw through their work, their special illustration. And the other thing that we saw, there is a big interest from publisher to buy their artwork in the Arab world, because it was a window that was opened to the world to see a beautiful illustrators, exhibitors artists that we have in Sharjah and the United Arab Emirates. And overall, the activities that we're going to showcase in Bologna will be having a lot of workshops that are going to be presenting the Arabic literature, the Arabic artists, and also the illustration all around Bologna when we will be participating next year, hopefully, to showcase not only the Italian, but to showcase the world when they participate in Bologna Book Fair, because Bologna Book Fair is one of the main destinations for children publishers and children illustration who can come and to visit and to enjoy the Emirati illustration and art and work while we are presenting them in Bologna Book Fair.
Well, thank you very much, Ahmed. I am very happy to hear that how huge is the program, but I wish to congratulate also for the way you are preparing the program, because it is not just a matter of putting together all the best from your country, but it's is fascinating me is that you are working with illustrators to get them well prepared for the event. And this is absolutely amazing and makes me proud indeed to be the fact that Bologna is seen a place where you have to get prepared to show on the stage. I wish to thank you very much. And I'm also happy to think of how many connections that we can build together with the city, the municipality of Bologna, to get schools involved, public libraries, and I think that there are 12 months, less than 12 months, 10 months of good work to do together. Of course, Bologna will be participating in the Sharjah Book Fair next November, and it will be the first step to get closer to Bologna. So thank you very much. I think that we have given audience a few answers about what's going on, but maybe we have also increased even more their curiosity. That is very good indeed. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And let's meet next year. We will be happy to welcome back all the children's book community together with our guest of honor country, Sharjah in Bologna, from in March, from 21st to 24th. See you then. Thank you.
Arrivederci. Ciao.
Arrivederci. Arrivederci. Ciao. 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 Ciao.
We are where books are. We are Sharjah. And we are proud to announce our role as guest of honor at the prestigious Bologna Children's Book Fair 2022. As part of our inclusion, we'll be representing the cultural capital of the UAE by showcasing the work of illustrators and authors to the world. In recent years, we have focused on highlighting the importance of illustration with a 2-year series of illustration production workshops and the hosting of dedicated galleries just for illustrations, the latest of which featured 395 artworks from 50 countries at Sharjah Children's Reading Festival 2021. We're also bringing the magic of Emirati children's books and authors to Bologna, with a list of 17 original titles translated into Italian for all attendees to enjoy. We're all set to celebrate the best of children's literature at the fair. Are you?